Hi everybody. I haven't been doing YouTube videos in a long time because I I've been going through so much stress and so much headache, so much everything. Like I didn't even care to fix myself for this video or make myself look nice. Cause you know what? I'm tired of trying to oppress this world. I'm tired of trying to impress this world. I'm tired of caring if people like me or they don't like me. If they agree with me or they don't agree with me, I just don't care. I really just don't care. I just had to unsubscribe to a YouTuber because guess what I learned? There is rules to how you are a sex traffic victim. I just found out on this YouTuber page that there are rules to how you're a sex traffic victim. I just found out because if you're above age, the people you wasn't groomed into the lifestyle because it's only used for pedophiles. The word grooming is only used for the word pedophile. I'm still waiting for the words what you call it for sex traffic victims that are of age. Oh yeah, and then hear this out. Grooming only works for if you're either mentally, like I said, mentally ill or overage. But if you were willing to participate in the act, then you wasn't groomed or you're not a sex trafficking victim. Can somebody make sense of what? Can somebody make sense of this shit? like there, like when is there were rules? Like who comes out, female or male? Who comes out their mother womb and say, "Hey, I want to be a prostitute"? Oh, hey, when I grow up, I'm gonna suck 50 million dicks for $100, and oh, who's the like? Tell me what child grows up? What child comes fresh out the womb and say, "Hey, mommy, I'm gonna be the best dick sucker ever"? No, society groomed women into thinking that it is cool to sell their body. So tell me, I didn't know that there was rules to this. Society ingrained into women that if you want a mansion, you want to live a lavish life, a 9 to 5 ain't gonna fit it. 9 to 5 ain't gonna help you live a rich lifestyle. You gotta suck 50 million dicks to get a rich lifestyle. We were groomed into this mentality. Society groomed everybody into the mentality that they have. Unless you are free minded, unless you become one with God and you become one with Jesus and you break out the matrix of this world and of this society, you are going to be groomed into thinking that that, this is the world, like this is the real world. Like I'm sorry, like that I had to make a video and I had to unsubscribe to this YouTube channel, to this YouTuber, because she's over there liking everybody that are going against me for trying to say that, oh, I need to choose my word wisely because you wasn't groomed. Like, yo, like society way of thinking blows my mind. Like, wow, wow, wow. Yes, it's just like the government is drug dealers, and it's like people need to call the action for what it is. Okay, nurses, me, Anybody that sells drugs to, it doesn't matter description or not, anybody that sells drugs to somebody else, congratulations, you're a drug dealer. It's just that some sells drugs to help the person and some sells drugs just to make money off the person. But call the action for what it is. You're still a drug dealer. If you're selling and giving out drugs to somebody, you're a drug dealer. It doesn't matter if you're a nurse, a doctor, the government, or a drug dealer on the street. You're a drug dealer. That's why, every time I tell them, there's so many people like, you wasn't a prostitute. No, I sold myself for money. Yes, I'm a former prostitute. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm a former prostitute. Okay? But I didn't prostitute for money. I prostitute because these dudes groomed me into thinking that in order for me to be their wife, I had to sell my body. But the action that I did for their affection, I was a prostitute. But like I said, it's just the difference is some people sin for love and some people sin for greed. But call the action for what the action is. The only way we could fix a problem is if people could just live in their truth and call the problem for what the problem is. But this is how Satan's able to deceive this world. That's why he's able to deceive us. This is why he's able to manipulate us. This is why Satan is able to manipulate people. Because he wants you to justify the sin that you committed. Thinking that there's rules to order to make a sin good or bad. No, a sin is a sin. But unfortunately, because we're human and we are lost, that is why God sent Jesus. So we could be forgiven for whatever sin we commit, as long, for whatever sin we committed. But as long as our heart is in the right place. He understands when you're down in this world, you're going to have no choice but to sin. Like, to survive this world, you're going to have to sin. Like, let's call it for what it is. But like I said, it's just that some people sin to save, and some people sin because they want power, they want greed, they want money. They don't give a fuck. Like me, I sin for love. Sorry, my brain. But it's like I said, but this is why this world is so lost, because we make rules and regulation to justify an action. No, call the action for what it is. Because in order for somebody to really understand the concept of the sin that they're committing, and in order for them to be accountability for what they're doing, you need to call it for what it is. And I'm sorry, it's grooming. Because if you're telling somebody that, I'm sorry, it really upset me, man. That and then this person had the nerve to be all cute, like, but it's okay, knowledge is power. People so busy want to be political correct instead of subconsciously correct. Like I said, I'm stupid, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why I say I'm stupid. Because I'm a human, I'm in the flesh, and I'm never going to get this world, never gonna understand this world. But I have common sense. And my common sense is what helps me subconsciously survive this world. Because I have common sense. I know that if I do a certain action, it's going to hurt somebody. I know that if I commit a certain action, it's going to hurt myself. Because I have a conscience and I have morals. I don't know nothing. I'm just going on what I've been taught and what I've learned and what feels right. And I attain whatever information that feels right to my soul. Does that make me smarter than anybody? Does that mean I have more knowledge than anybody? No. It's just that I know how to walk in my truth. I know how to stay true to me. And so far, the way that I been thinking, it works for my life. My way of thinking and my way of living may not fit for your way of life. And that's okay. And that's okay. Live in your truth. Doesn't matter what I say or what anybody says. Live in your truth. Sex traffic victims, live in your truth. So what, people don't understand you? You know what happened to you. You don't need nobody to tell you the rules and regulations on what happened to you. You know that you was groomed. You know that you was abused. You know that you was used. You know you was manipulated into that lifestyle. You know that people made you felt like what you was doing was normal. You know your truth. Fuck what anybody gotta say. Because ain't nobody don't know shit. The only person that know is you. You know you, and you know what works for you. So you do what's best for you. Fuck these haters. Demons are going to try to make you feel like you don't know shit, that you're crazy, and that everything that happened to you, you deserve it. No, you don't deserve shit that happened to you. But you wanna know what? You rise above it. You tell yourself you are worth more than money. Your soul is priceless. Ain't no amount of money is worth your soul. Do not allow these demons to make you a soul in the ground. And that the only way you gonna get out the ground is the day that Jesus come back for the second resurrection. Which is why God don't want nobody to know when Jesus is coming. Because the day he knows, we all gonna fake every like, oh gosh, oh Mary, oh, I'm just like, oh holy dial. No, God don't want no fake people in his kingdom. He don't want no fake person. He wants real people. He want to know people who really is there for him, who really have faith, who faith is strong enough to survive this earth. So like I said, y'all know your truth. You live in your truth. Don't let nobody or anyone tells you that your truth is wrong. There is no degree, no education that can tell you your truth. Nobody lived your story. Nobody lived your life. Only you lived your life. Nobody walked in your shoes. Only you walk in your shoes. You know what you felt, and you know what you felt is real. You stand strong. But what I do ask of you is, though, but don't take it out on people that actually really do want to help, because there's just some people that does want to help, but like I said, they don't have knowledge on how to help or how to talk. And I feel like this is one of those people. And I feel like people like that don't even have the right to talk on subjects that they don't know nothing about. Like, if you wasn't a sex trafficking victim, you can sympathize with us, but don't talk about our experience. But you can sympathize. But if someone that tells you that they were groomed, don't tell them, no, that's a wrong choice of word. You was not groomed. I was fucking groomed, okay? I was groomed into believing that selling my body was going to make a man love me. And that in order I was going to ever have a ring on my fingers, I had to suck dick. And get money for sucking that dick. I was groomed. So I had to make this video because, oh my gosh, y'all don't know how tight I am. Oh, Lord Jesus, pray for me. Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. Man, you just gotta pray for people. I'm gonna tell you, the best thing to do is pray for people. And allow people to drown in their own ugliness. You rise above it. You stay blessed. You stay beautiful. Like I said, you know your truth. Stay in your truth. I love you guys. Mwah.